Day 129, hello. A bit weird times today and yesterday. Went to a farm shop today that we've visited before, but their message is a bit confusing. Just trying to shop locally and get like good supplies. We've connected with quite a few local suppliers, and I think it's better all around. Better quality, it's nearby, less to travel. And then you can go and meet the person and talk to them. And this guy had some. It's confusing because he said he used to be registered organic, and now it's better than organic because they're not paying the fees, but they still don't use some of the chemicals that some of the organic farmers left. But some of the veg, I don't know, it didn't look like it was from an organic veg box. Like the carrots were all uniform and clean, not wonky and dirty. And yeah, so we're trying some of the meat. Bacon was pretty good. Got a chicken to try tomorrow. But the message was confusing because he says what he then does is if he sometimes has to buy food from the port, so he had satsumas and bananas and things like that. So it's like, but then he says he's got a farm across the road where he's growing it. So it's just a bit confusing. It just got me thinking about like the branding and stuff. Because yesterday we went to this food market. That was also a bit weird. The cheese festival was there earlier in the year, and that was really good. Amazing British cheeses all over the place, and we won the cheese hamper, which was a great bonus. But this year, really quite hungry when we got there, so we wanted to try one of the food stores, and there was like 12, 14 of them lined up, and it was all just very average, nothing very special. Obviously we didn't try it all, so I am judging a little bit, but there was just like Indian stores with like 10 different Indian dishes out, and it's just a bit confusing. If you're walking around, just do one thing or just do two things and do them really good. That's what we're doing with each one of our sites, just one thing really good. I ended up getting some chips, fries from this Argentinian place that had 4 things on the menu, so quite good in terms of like you want someone with not doing a lot of things to confusing it. And it was just like ragu, beef ragu on chips for £12. So if I'm paying £12 for ragu on chips, you want the chips to be homemade. You want the ragu to be amazing. You want to feel like you're having a treat, because that's, it's quite a bit of money really just for ragu on chips. There wasn't much ragu, just a little thing. The chips were just frozen out of a bag. It's like they're doing steak, chips, and ragu, and a few different with some cheese and combinations of that. It's just like homemade the chips, man. Hand cut those bad boys. It's not hard. So just felt a little bit like there was so much going on that we were walking through and just very confused about what to get or what to go for. And you obviously want choice when you go to these things, but a lot of the places were just very confused. There were a few stands that were doing only a couple of things. They just didn't look very appealing. So maybe it was the mood I was in. But yeah, it just got me thinking about like the message that you give with a business, whether it be a food stand, whether it be a front-facing business, or a website. Some the best shops that you see just have it. You don't even have to have a logo, a small logo in the corner. Their brand stands for. A lot of food restaurants just have a little name in the corner, and that's why we've kind of moved our brand smaller into the top right, non-conformist in a way. But it's really what that site can give you, and each site giving you one thing. So yeah, I don't know. Just feel a bit frustrated recently. I don't know why. I don't normally get frustrated, but a little bit tired, a little bit frustrated with just seeing how people can do things better. I'd love to do a food stand and just do one thing, just do chips, and sell them for a tenner, but they'll be the best chips ever with all of the condiments. Yeah, the ragu is just terrible as well, so not good. Anyway, bit of a rant there, making spaghetti carbonara and a meringue right now, so that will help the situation. And getting the content now out. So the website's going to be ticked off slowly. We're hooked up to the indie page, so you can see what we're earning. The 24 test that's going through every month and has done for the last year is showing on the dashboard. So you can go to indie page /nonconformity company, and I'm going to also have it on a custom domain as well, but that hasn't quite worked with the 4 attempts I've done over the past 2 weeks. So when the domain's there, we'll start linking it below so you can follow along. And quite motivating because it plugs into your Stripe account and reads the money coming in. So that's a live, you're kind of like building in public, which will work well for the building in reverse and putting yourself out there before you feel ready to put yourself out there. So yeah, it's good. Just a bit of a rant because I felt like having some, just to finish, just some good chats with some people around me recently that have given me more confidence to some of the things that are coming up to do with the mind, the Life Master stuff, business, websites, how to go about setting up a business or validating a business idea. I'm just like, oh yeah, we're going to nonconformity launchpad for that, nonconformity websites for that, Life Master for that. So it's been nice to get a bit of validation just from real life people around me talking, and that's what is our message, or one of them. It's start talking to people about these things, and getting customers before you've done a thing, because you need to get comfortable with what you're even talking about, and that's why we've been doing these videos, that's why we've been talking about it. But it feels like it's getting very real now, so let's make it real. Peace.